Hey, keep it short and sweet. I don't do drugs. I don't do parties. You see, and I don't smoke. I'm sober minded. And hey, by the way, looks like the truth to my thoughts. Evidently, looks like even through lightning and storms, where I'm at, hey, I'm on not on the fire and everything else, and God sees to see. He woke me up many times. So I mean, and I said, hey, if I did something, so you know what I mean. So I said this many times. So evidently, I know my walk with the Lord. So for anybody has thinking they could get me wrapped up in their fingers and their twaws and knocking at who's lusting who and who's loving who. Truth, action, and deed to love somebody. You more than just words and tongue, but with truth, action, and deed. Guess what? You can't say I love you and really don't love the person. That goes inside and outside the church. I don't watch porn. I don't really talk to people much either. I mean, I text and guess what? And they look. You see how many times I gotta text people and stuff. But let's be really honest. In general, who do I really bother people? Really, I stay to myself. But I don't migrate and isolation. Somewhat. I go out and stuff like that. But it's crazy. I never did hide from church, Bible study, or anything like that. I walk in the rain, and I mean the lightning could strike me if I was lying at any kind of moment. If a church could get lit up, you know, with LGBTQ and the pride thing, and people talk or making fun of Jesus, and stuff like that. But it's so it's funny to me because see, I confessed my sins and I've been cleansed. I've been to God about my sins and I've been forgiven. And about closers, hey, I have about closers. I told you I had a good put in and pull out game. I had a good one of those. You know what I'm saying? I could actually, saying practice what I preach. See, I had good lip service too. And people like, hey, but a lot of people like to get deep down on me though. You know what I mean? But that's how you put the band all together though. That's how you wrap it all around. And you got them all wrapped on your fingertips because guess what? You can see who's on, thoroughly. You can see that, hey, look, who feeds who and what feeds what. And, the seeds the planted, every seeds I planted, God has helped me water them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not lazy. Mm-mm. I put in work, regardless if they seen it, regardless if anyone wants to hide. Hey, I'm honest. lesbian loyalty. To have any kind of loyalty, you have to be honest. And when people want to talk loyalty and honest, I mean, if you see something, say something. So I do that. You know what I'm saying? I stand, work, and deliver. I do. Everyday life. That's what you gotta do in everyday life, anyways, inside and outside of your home. You have to do that. That's a part of work. Being whatever you are, and you're a part of your relationship, whatever it is you're in. You gotta stand, work, and deliver, and keep it 100 regardless. Because when you're married or something, don't why would you? Why is it still gonna be 75 and 25? What does it have to be like that? You tell me. You got to be 100 in marriage. You see, I thought, when it's, dating wise, ain't it 50-50, right? Or something like that. And then you'd be like, or saying, when you're married, it's 100. You got to put through better and worse. So, if you expect things to last, then why do you cheat on each other? You can't say that on me. When you pop out kids, can't blame it on me. And guess what? As a person has a calling, whether say even rap. I mean, I have a calling to be that stuff, and I could when I want to put it down on the mic and take a break, I could do that too. You see, I could do that. See, what you guys need to realize is, here's the thing. I don't expect it as expect to be the rapper, you know. But everyone else want to be a rapper because that's what they want to be. They want to be like the next da 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 da. You see, that's the thing about it. Even the best rapper, you so gotta say, has an inspiration of those different rappers. You see, I didn't start like that. That's a total difference. So, like I said, when I rap or when I sing, if I have to do that, and when it is on my terms, a personal relationship with God. You see what I'm saying? Hey, I write and I write. See, there's a difference between, you know, you know, me and other, rappers. Me and other, and I'm pretty sure, I didn't take anybody's shine away. Nope, I don't cop block people's shine. I think I share others. That's really crazy, And no, I am not fake. Okay, about the Kellogg's, townhouse, these crackers right here. You know what I'm saying? I know that made to peekaboo like that, and it's like that. And I'm not a serial killer either. I mean, you know. So in reality, wake up call, snap back to realities. Step into the Slim Jim. Ooh yeah. Let me tell you something, brother. So, like I said, hey, you can't say that I'm hopping around looking, bringing home diseases. Oh, hey, by the way, practice what you preach with them drips. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Don't ever, hey, make sure you guys wear Hey, look, like make sure you do it right. Do it like wait to marriage, but even if so, you do all that. Man, weren't you told to wear protection anyways? Make sure you do that, okay? Make sure you do it right, okay? Safety's first. Fasten up that seatbelt, bad boys and bad girls, okay? What you gotta do, right? Are you being good? No, you're being good, right? You're being good? Are you being good? Are you being good? Ooh, the sense of humor. Oh, can't take it. Blah. Yeah, right? I mean, come on now. I mean, let's think about it. I can't take you guys. Hey, look, you guys might be better at rap or better at cooking look. See, I've been humble. I am. I let you have your roses and stuff. You know, every roses has their thorns. I mean, they ouch, they hurt, right? When you grab hold of them, right? So I mean, it's like So, but you can have your roses. It's okay. I'm not judging. No, 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 no. But it really, what about truth about my thoughts? Hey, of course, I wash clothes. And that I seen someone give away or drop off. It seems like so. I mean, I did. Hey, I washed and I gave away, or you know, I give what I seen. If people throw away stuff or try to, hey, at least what I try to give away. Like it's supposed to go out to somebody. And putting word, putting making sure bless somebody's home if they can't. Then they can share most, but that's what you're supposed to do in life. You know what I'm saying? To help one another in need. Instead of be want to be critical all the time, but some people need to do observe and analyze. You know what I'm saying? You could have cameras all around me when they not even trying, but didn't tell me, oh, I do this and this and that. Hey, dummy, or whatever you are. Have you seen how you contradict yourselves by saying, oh, this and that, but look at the cameras that at the shoot, it's right in front of you. You did it, and you know it, and then you can't hide from God because you see, God never needed a camera. He never needed cameras. He don't need someone else to monitor and expert on a camera. He don't need none of that. He could get you regardless and sees everything you do. So he can get you anywhere at any given time. He don't need the next man to, monitor someone on a computer and say, oh, they did this and this and that. Watch your own moves. Because if you think about it, does it really add up? You can't judge anybody else's, if you got problems, you need to work on yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got something to work on. Hey, and I'm into my stuff that I need to work on, and I'll show you, mate, what I did. And that's the reason why I could talk about it. I talked about certain things that I could talk about. So I have the right to talk about it. I'm not being hypocritical. So what I'm trying to tell you, observe and analyze. I think you guys need to do, some people need to do a better job at it. Because when you become what you try to drop off, what I seen, someone's thought process is weird. So wherever it could be, in that whatever you thought it was, but look what it is. Look at your thought process trying to set someone up versus let me help you clean up this round. Let me go ahead, since you don't really want it. So let me go ahead and clean it up or do anything necessarily. And then let's try to make it better so that way you can see where are you at? You know what I'm saying? Where's your mind process at? You're weird because at the end of the day, the things that, it doesn't add up. I mean, but you can't expose me because I already exposed myself. Beat you to the punch. You want to talk about hype man? I didn't have a hype man. And when you say you can't trust a ninja or anything like that, but you have a whole bunch of people around you, do you trust them? And they have guns around you. Do you trust them? I mean, those are your ninjas, right? Or whatever case may be. But you said, oh, I don't. You said you don't need an ex. But then why do you need the hype man for? And you see what I mean? But that's how it's kind of weird to me. You put in pros. You know, you feel what I'm saying? As we call out in each other, everything's a little this and this and that. But you can't gotta be yourself first. But we having fun though, right? Everyone's having fun though. I'm having fun. You're having fun, right? Or who's really a tool? But see, I gotta live out my truth. Like when some people, there's gonna be people knocking down and stalk your every move and everything else while you stalking my move. And it's kind of funny. I see you watching, you stopping in the middle of just whatever you're doing, stalking slowly. But it's so funny that you keep going. But why do you do that? I would like to know. Is something you like? But you never want to pull over and say hi. What's up? How you doing? So you're watching me for what? Because you see, because you know full and well, I never had to hide. Is it me being a Christian? No. Or is it me even being Jehovah's Witness? Is it me being Catholic? Is it me being Mormon? Let me see. I mean, no, how it is like whatever the hell you think, but it's called personal experience, a relationship, something that you know, but you want to say, oh, but you're this and that, but reality, I'm not trying to be like, oh, the next this person. Like, say for instance, hey, Kaepernick. You know what I'm saying? You seen that movie when Kaepernick growing up? He wanted to be like about Allen Iverson. How he's talking about even Allen Iverson didn't want to be like anybody else. And Allen Iverson said he had his own problems he had to work on. Himself. And hey, back then, didn't know sports is different without social media. Okay? So, but he didn't have to be like Michael Jordan. Or did he? No, but he crossed over Michael Jordan, right? He did him in nasty. But everyone wanted to be like Allen Iverson at one point, and it was Michael Jordan. Then they want to be like Allen Iverson, and then they want to be like this. And then look, they want to be like Steph Curry now, or they want to be then and want to do. But see, here's the thing: be yourself. You cannot be the next person. You got to be yourself. When you wake up in the morning, you know what I'm saying? You got to be yourself. Yes, we're supposed to live in Christ's image, you know, live in Father's image. But you see, but you got to even be a better parent. Don't you got to be yourself? You know what I'm saying? How can you be a better? You got to be a parent. You got to be yourself, right? So I mean, are you trying to be the next man? And look at his, his. You want to be like that? You ever thought about that? So I mean, this is real life stuff you got to think about? You know what I'm saying? Because you say that you make so much money, but let's ask yourself. Like say for instance, hey, men and women. Now listen, now women, they say They want money, right? Okay, they have their own money, but then they want their man's money. Okay, that's so funny. It does look like, that they can't really do. They just expect they this and this and that, but then they don't want to open up their mouths. They want you to read their body language. You expect them to, but them to come to you. But then again, look what they do. They're not as innocent as they are in ways. Now then you got men, and then you got men now. Same thing. They all act the same. You all act the same. Not saying everyone is, but if you want to talk about real deep discovering yourself, men said that they have their own money, but then they steal the next man's money. Like they go into cars, want to grant, all kinds of stuff. But is that your car? That and then you take away someone else's family, you take away from another man's. You know, what I'm saying you do that. You know, those females do that too. But you see, have you really thought about, you know, if you do that stuff, then does that really make a man you are though? Do you really? Does that make you the man take another man's stuff? You know what I mean? Does that really make you a man? So like for cops go through they have something wrong with their brains. Do you know why? How I know that? Because guess what? And the military, you know what I'm saying? Then they say, oh, how people say how they go through this. How I could support the troops and so like this, right? In a way too. So they go out in the war. They come home. It changed their thought process. Guess what? Cops go to basically have gunfights and all that stuff and go through stuff like that. This is something why you got, they've been spat up facing everything else. And they go home and have war on a daily as well. Basically, shoot and fight that will make a person's, thought process crazy. So when they get home, guess what? They feel like they're in a whole different realm because, saying that stuff. So whose fault is those stuff? So it's technicality. I mean, I'm over here to, and through all of that, whose fault for society to fall? It wouldn't be mine. It'll be themselves. But if you really think about it, you got to really think about, and especially with the hood, you make it your lives danger yourselves. You want to be street smart, but being street smart is not really smart because if you're smart enough and you have this and this priorities, or you know what I'm saying. I think you need to get your priorities checked first because you put yourselves in there. Who's the start of the problem? It will be you because you're out looking for it. You know what I'm saying? You're looking for a problem because guess what? You ain't trying to build. You're trying to like. It's not. You know what I'm saying? So guess what? That's why you need to follow Jesus Christ. You need to and trust in the Lord. Go. And people want to say, "Oh, it's in a church building." No, no, because even Jesus preached out. In the hills and in the mountains and all around. So people want to I want to talk about this and that. You see, God could get you anywhere if you're in the streets. If you see, you understand. But it's so crazy that that you guys has been well, like I said, in life and in general. It's more than thug music. See, that's why I stay tuned up. But hey, it's cool though. Like I said, because even people that are, people say, "Oh, I'm so devilish," or whatever. Well, let's talk about this. When you look at it, Satanists, people that are preachers now, what they came from in church. You know what I'm saying? They came from Satanist stuff that actually did atheist stuff, that actually did rituals and stuff. I never did that stuff. Okay? So there's a difference. I played a ball game fair. I'm not trying to strike anybody. I actually, last time I checked, when I was a kid, I actually swing a home run with the wiffle ball and a baseball wiffle bat over 3 houses when I was a little kid. And those wiffle balls are harder to hit than because of wind and all that stuff than a regular baseball because the heaviness of stuff. So, and I was a little kid. So if so regardless, I always liked my fruits and vegetables. Yeah, I had cake in there, but like not like that. I didn't like the cake like that. I just like my fruits and vegetables. So therefore, yes, just in case, you know, you know, bless everybody. I can never hate, you know, anybody, So